Welcome to a Spearhead Records podcast special. I'm here on the sofa today outside, which was a palaver in itself, with the legend that is Lens, aka Hello.
Don't tell them my real name.
Oh, edit, cut from the edit. Why don't you tell them your real name?
I was joking.
Is it a secret?
Well, yeah, it is kind of.
Why are you called Lens?
Everyone called me Lens at school because Ellen, Lenny, Lens.
I feel like I've got ants on me. I was trying to take all that in. Okay, that's okay, because I thought it was like you were a female of Lensman.
No.
It's just unfortunate.
Yeah.
So Lens is like a natural evolution.
Yeah. I've been called Lens since I was very young.
Ah, very good. If you don't know Lens as a DJ by now, you need to get to know. I first met you when you were interning and gave you a warm-up slot at a couple of Spearhead nights. Next thing, you were doing hospitality nights, and then we hit a COVID pandemic.
Yeah.
Then what happened?
That was great when that happened.
It was great when it happened.
No, it actually really helped me, to be fair. I wouldn't say it was great, but I was.
Wouldn't you? Whatever wouldn't you say?
I don't know.
A global pandemic that killed some people was great.
Yeah, I guess I was DJing a lot here and there, but live streaming really helped.
You did live stream at 338.
Yeah, I did. Yes.
That went down quite well, I think. What else?
Yeah.
You seem to be on everything. Where else were you live streaming?
I did one for Goat Shed and Royal Rumble, both in my house. One of them in which I had my dad dancing in the background.
Amazing.
And
On
my
film?
dog, yeah, and my dogs. I think people actually watched it for that mainly.
For your dad's dancing?
Yeah, we also
See,
did it
dad
in the
dancing
kitchen.
is a good thing.
Yeah, we did. My first ever one was in the kitchen, and we put the monitors on 2 saucepans.
Sick.
Yeah, and I didn't know how to like set up. I didn't have a tripod or anything, so I used one of those sat nav holders from a car.
Oh yeah.
And then I had a mirror from my mum's room, a standing mirror that I put on the table, suctioned the sat nav holder onto the mirror, and then put my phone on it.
See, this is the sort of thing that small business owners,
Yeah.
Entrepreneurs, creatives have to do. You have to use what's around you.
Problem solving.
Problem solving, exactly. What do you think changed for you? I mean, I know I've got my opinion on it, but I want to hear yours. What changed for you from doing those few kind of starting to DJ at events really as a warm-up to being able to do what you wanted in lockdown and live streams? Was it different?
Yeah, I guess I was always a bit wary when doing warm-up slots because you don't want to whack out all the bangers. You don't want to be like mixing supersonic fast. You want to build up the vibe, you know, all that shebang. But when I was on camera at home, you kind of want to show off a bit. So you just...
I liked you always seemed the mixer to be a bit hot when you were DJing, like, hit.
My mixer is hot.
The mixing is hot, it's so hot. It's like watching a bear dancing on the hot tin floor. Like, chop, chop, wah. Oh.
Yeah, to be honest, I watch myself back sometimes and think, why am I doing that? It just happened.
Well, maybe it's like it plugged into the mains and not earthed properly is what I thought. But it works for you. And so coming out of that time, you seem to have suddenly gone from like warm-up live streams and now you are everywhere. I mean, how do you feel about that?
It's pretty sick.
Overwhelming?
Yeah,
Good? Bad?
It's quite overwhelming at the start when you come out of lockdown to be like, right, now you have to perform in front of people when you've been used to doing it in your living room. I mean, luckily I did do it before, but it was a bit daunting.
My first gig back after lockdown was at Love Saves the Day festival. You were there, and I think you had your foot in
Oh yeah.
some kind of contraption.
Yeah, sprained my ankle.
Sprained your ankle. Drunken spraining?
Yeah.
Yeah. Say no more. And all of a sudden, from like doing the podcast weekly at a screen to 10,000 people or whatever, it was pretty intense.
I think my first one was at a festival in Bristol, and AC13 forgot his no, he didn't forget it, his USB corrupt.
Ah.
And so he had to use mine. and I was literally shaking.
What,
and
so
it was the
did
closing
he
set.
DJ with your
Yeah, he had
tracks?
to actually use my tracks. He did really well, and luckily his did work in the end, but it really shook me up that.
If another DJ turned to me and said, I want to use your USBs, I'm just going to play like your set, I'd be like, nah, mate.
Oh, we didn't have a choice. We were doing a back-to-back.
Ah, right.
Oh, sorry,
okay.
I mentioned that part.
So
Yeah,
it
we were
wasn't
doing a
just his
back-to-back.
set.
No, we were doing a back-to-back.
Right.
But managed to pull it out of the bag, I think.
Do you take a backup USB with you?
I have 3 to 4 with me at all times, and I hide them in different places. BMT told me that. In case you get mugged or someone gets stolen, you've always got a backup.
Hide them?
Yeah.
I mean, where are you hiding them?
Anywhere.
I mean, we'll leave that to the imagination. But don't cough too strongly or you might lose a USB. Wow. So moving on, like you have you had a mixtape come out with Hospital.
Yes.
How did that come together? Like, how did you curate the whole thing? Did you listen to demos and stuff?
Yeah, I mean, I had the Hospital A&R team obviously helping out, but yeah, a majority of the tracks, I was just like messaging people that I really liked, up and comers.
I didn't get messaged about that project.
Sorry.
Awkward. And
well, I was mainly looking at up and comers.
Yeah.
New artists that I felt inspired by, and a lot of them pulled through, and it was really cool getting really sick tunes through the inbox, and then being like, oh my god, can I have it? And they're like, yeah.
I mean, it does massively help when like Hospital's name is on the who's
true.
signing it, not Ellen, but Hospital Records. It probably adds a little bit of weight to things,
Exactly.
which is a bonus. But the whole package is brilliant. Your kind of debut release, collab with Lally.
Yeah, Mr. Lally.
Who needs to make more tunes, loving Lally's stuff.
Yeah.
And that leads on to your forthcoming any day now, so it's out first week of September 2022, depending on when you're watching this. I don't know if I'm saying this right, the Marufo?
Marufo.
Is
you
that
have to
it?
say Marufo.
Marufo EP.
Marufo.
Why Marufo?
Marufo is my favourite ever restaurant in the land, in the universe.
Where is it?
And it's based in the Algarve in Portugal, and it's on the side of the road, and it's a chicken shack.
It's at the side of the road?
Yeah,
like
it's
a
literally
van.
it's like a dusty chicken shack, and it's on the side of the road, and it's just a massive barbecue, and they do peri-peri chicken, which is what I would order there, and hand-cut chips, salad, that's literally it, and they do the most amazing bread.
Have you looked up its health and hygiene rating?
I don't think I would do that.
You'd never
There
go
are
there
sometimes
again?
ants coming out the toilets.
Oh.
I wouldn't say I would like to see inside of the kitchen.
I mean, you're not selling it to me.
You don't need. If you just taste it, then you'll know.
Like here,
taste is like
the
no
nearest
other.
town here is this. Me and Drew named one of our EPs of the Vanguard project Cockroach Curry after Dis Tandoori, which I can say this now because it's permanently closed, because when the food inspectors went there and opened up the thing for the pita breads to warm the pita breads, I feel like there's ants on me. Apparently, cockroaches basically carried out a pita bread. They were everywhere, like thousands of cockroaches. But my friend Gareth, who may watch this, said, yeah, but you can't beat the prices, and claims he had the best Indian food there he's ever had.
There we go.
So I don't think bad hygiene necessarily, bad hygiene could taste really good.
It can.
But
Extra
you've never been
flavour.
poisoned or anything.
Never, and I've been there, I can't even count how many times.
Always been okay afterwards.
Perfect.
So the EP is named after a possibly dubious hygiene rated chicken.
Yeah, it was
shed.
named after that because one of the tunes, when I was making it, I was eating peri-peri chicken, so I thought it only made sense
To be peri-peri chicken.
to make that link,
Okay, cool. And it is a banger. If you haven't heard it yet, perhaps we'll put a clip in here. there. That works,
Yeah.
does it? Just move about like we listen to it. We've got Feels Like. That was the first track to be finished, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I know you came here to mix Feels Like.
Yeah.
And then went away and I got Dan to master it and then brought you the mastered version at Motion in Bristol.
Oh yeah.
Were you just finishing your set or was I starting mine? I saw you there for some reason.
Oh yeah. I'd finished and I went to see you play in the tunnel.
And I said, listen to this.
Yeah.
Right, we're going to talk for an exclusive.
Yeah.
And then played you the master version and I remember you getting quite excited.
I teared up, didn't I?
Yeah, absolute flipping banger. It's absolute banger.
Did not expect it to be done.
Then a little bit more of a rolling journey with a bit more of a kind of rolling liquidy thing with Give Me a Reason.
Yep. I can't remember where I wrote that one. It was in lockdown. All of these were started in lockdown.
Yeah.
In a roller coaster of a journey. Some are energetic and happy and some are quite sad, you could say.
None of these are sad,
No, I'd
are
say
they?
Give Me a Reason isn't sad, but it's a bit more
mellow.
mellow.
Colic. Is that a thing? Yeah, melancholy. I don't know, I speak like Dell is what my wife says. Dellisms. What's the other track? Gunpoint. Bringing out your inner gangster.
Yeah.
So wicked. I mean, I'm really feel pleased that your debut production stuff is coming out on Spearhead Records and it's flipping sick.
Oi.
And you've played at loads of Spearhead nights and going to go and play at loads more. And I think what I've really enjoyed about listening to some of your sets is you seem to absolutely tear out the classics.
I do love a classic.
Yeah, I mean, when did you get into drum and bass? Like, why what is it that excites you about the old tunes and stuff?
I think, well...
Some of these are as old as you that you play.
Yes. I don't know, I actually find digging and finding an old tune like that, especially when a lot of them I haven't heard before, more exciting than getting like a dub sometimes.
Dug it out.
Because, yeah.
Everybody gets a new promo.
It's funny.
But you can find the classics.
Yeah, and then people go, oh, what's this? Who's this by? And you're like, well, this has been out for like 20 years.
Yeah, like what?
Yeah.
I think it's incredible when the production kind of stands up as well to the new stuff.
Yeah, it's a bit more groovy, the older tracks sometimes.
Have you got any favourite kind of older ones? I'm talking older, like, 5-10 years or more.
Well, yeah, I mean, most of Dillinger's tunes I love.
Any others?
Babylon, Undercover Agent, Blade Runner, Rebuild is another one I never fail to play in each set.
I don't know how old that is, but Dev Blade Runner absolutely smashes that kind of rolling jungle sound. He's done some real good reworks. I know he's done. Have you heard his rework of Piper? Johnny L. Piper?
Yes, that is a tune.
His rework of that is a tune as well.
That is a tune. I'm trying to think what other ones I said.
One of my favourite tracks at the moment, there's a new, I think it's like Moon Dance or whatever, remix, or don't know who's done the remix, but they did a whole album. Rain Dance, Moon Dance, I can't remember. Of Johnny L. Hurt You So.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
There's a new version of that out.
Is there?
Which is sick. Yeah, I'll play it to you.
Oh.
Can't remember who's remixed it, but we'll put you the link in here.
I don't know how old this one is, but another one that I just love is DJ Zinc 174 track.
Oh, yeah.
Just love that.
Zinc, I saw him on a video a while back, and he was saying like he played one of his really old tracks that he'd made with a couple of second sampler. He was like, how does this sound better than when I didn't really know what I was doing and all the produced stuff now?
Yeah.
I think sometimes when you're new to stuff and you're kind of experimenting still, you accidentally make some bangers.
Yeah. The simplest ideas.
I know you've been playing TC Deep.
Yeah.
The Titanic made the dance panic. That's not as old as them ones, but absolute classic. Ronnie Side's remix of that is about as well.
That is a classic. Mixed, my favourite mix is with what's it called?
I don't know what it's called.
Bad Company Hornet.
Ah.
That is a nice
We
one.
need to hear that mix. What got you into drum and bass, or like, how did you end up liking all this stuff?
So, believe it or not, I actually started loving drum and bass like Liquid, like you.
Well, obviously.
I used to love LSB, Polo and Bryson. You could say staple Spearhead artists was kind of how I first got into it.
Yeah. Entry level, easy vibes, not too heavy.
Yeah, pretty much. And I went to loads of raves when I was younger, and then I'm trying to remember. This is the problem. I can't think.
You just suddenly became a junglist.
Well, I think what it was is when I started actually DJing, I found it more fun to mix jungle.
Right.
So I would
energy.
Purposely actually look for jungle tunes to mix.
Like good double drops and stuff.
Yeah, and then I'd dig and find more and more, and then I just got obsessed with mixing it.
I mean, it does help when you are kind of I guess, in a global pandemic and can't go out.
Yeah.
And have got the internet. Mm-hmm. To have time to search for these stuff.
Yep. I used to just get all the old jungle CDs sent and then burn them off. As
cool.
well.
So tell us more about you then. What do you like doing outside drum and bass? Anything? Or is this your life now?
I live and breathe drum and bass.
You live and breathe drum and bass.
I like eating chicken.
Yeah. So when you first sent me the shots, so you did the artwork for you. I'm going to say this, you won't like me saying this. When you first did the artwork, I left you to do the artwork, and it was like a deck and your green nails and is it your chain? You don't seem to have it on. Have you got your chain today? What does it say? Nakey, nakey, nakey.
Oh no.
Is that in it?
That's not in it.
There's a chain or something in it, isn't there? In the
there is a chain.
shot?
Yeah, it's just a normal chain.
And then a piece of chicken. And I was like, Ellen, it basically looks like a turd on the side of a deck.
Which was really upsetting because I really loved that artwork, but you were right, I couldn't unsee it.
I mean, I did like the artwork, but I thought it's easy to change now, but once we put it out there, everybody else would have seen it. I thought it was some kind of statement, like plopping on old jungle tunes or something.
Yeah, maybe. No, it wasn't meant to look like a turd, but I'm glad you pointed it out now. We also at one point actually had ketchup on it as well, which might have looked even worse.
Oh, and that might look like something that happens after you've had a meal at somewhere with a bad health and hygiene.
Yeah,
maybe.
like that curry shop.
Or like Marufo. So if you go to Marufo, check it out. Do let us know if you rate it as a 5 or a 0.
If you go on TripAdvisor, my review is at the top.
What does it say?
I can't remember.
Is it like an album review?
I wrote it when I was 15 or something.
I think we need to all go on TripAdvisor, find Marufo in Portugal,
the Algarve,
in the Algarve, and just leave it loads of reviews about drum and bass.
Yeah.
Really confusing.
That will really confuse
But
them.
are you going to be going back there? Because we could get you free chicken.
100%. I will be there soon.
So tell us, so far this summer it's been pretty busy for you. Whoa, why are you assaulting me?
Hand on your head. There we go.
What is it?
An ant.
She just hit me, and that is on film. I'm a bit dazed and confused.
Stopping it going in your eye.
Tell us about your summer. Where have you been so far? What's going on? What have you got coming up?
I've had a really good run so far. I've just been to Ibiza.
Ibiza?
Yeah.
I used to live
Ibiza,
there.
yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. It's great there.
Where did you play?
Took a bill in Ibiza.
You took a pill in Ibiza?
No, I actually didn't.
Okay, good, because we did have that on film.
I played at Eden.
Oh, yeah.
Which was really cool.
What was the night?
Chase and Status, Hybrid Minds, and Boo. It was a Louder night.
Okay, good. And Louder have got a residency up
Yes.
there. Are Hybrid Minds there every week?
Hybrid Mind, not every week, but most weeks. I
Most
think.
weeks, cool. Yeah, I saw
They
that Temperature had been
smashed it
there.
out the park. It was quite wild, actually.
Cool, cool. And hospitality on the beach before that, did you say that?
Yeah, Albania.
Albania. Really good. The boat party was pretty. I mean, you did a different boat to me. It was a great, I mean, you had to kind of hold the decks up.
We are sailing. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, the
But
deck
something
a
about
few times.
something about how wobbly it was kind of made it more magical.
Definitely, it was definitely a skill to be able to mix in
Yeah.
time on that boat.
Did it impromptu back to back with Woody and Rhea? That was fun.
Yeah,
You did impromptu back to back with graphics.
I
right?
did. Yeah, and we were stuck waiting to dock for a whole hour, and the boat was going like this. Completely ran out of tunes nearly.
Nice. Where else are you going?
I'm going to Rampage soon in Belgium.
You can really rinse it out there.
Yep. Going to Jersey for Out There Festival.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
2 minutes.
Glastonbury.
You're playing at Glastonbury?
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty sick.
In 2 weeks, and I've never been before. Never even been as a raver.
Is that like a hospitality stage or something, or just
It's a hospitality takeover, 2 hours. I'm going back to back with Winey.
for 2 hours?
Yeah, for 1 hour, then Metric's one of them.
Okay. I
First
mean,
time.
that is a pretty
That's
sweet
been
gig.
pretty mad. But the only downside is that it's like one of the last sets on the Sunday. So
It's still going to be busy.
I'm gonna have to hope. No, I think I just need to hope my well-being's gonna be okay.
What, like, are you doing loads? Before
think
are
I'm
you
just
there for the
gonna-
whole weekend?
Yeah,
Ah.
I'm gonna be very tired.
Do you get like a ticket as part of it?
Yeah.
That is a sweet gig.
Sweet.
I mean, you've landed on your feet, really, haven't you?
Yes.
And yeah, I mean, I'm going to plug it again. Marufo EP. It's out first week of September. You can pre-order vinyls from spearheadrecords.bandcamp.com, spearheadrecords.co.uk. And I'm telling you now, they're all going to go, and they will never be repressed. Lens is going to sign all the pre-orders.
I don't have a signature yet, but I'll make one up.
I mean, it's just writing your name. Do you write? Is that a skill you have?
I haven't written in a while, actually. Now you say it.
Maybe we could just print your name and tape it. No, you can sign. We'll get you to. We'll teach you how to write your name.
Yeah.
And we
Thank
can
you.
do that. It's good. Anyone else in your life at the moment? Animals or anything?
What?
Well, I thought you had a dog.
What do you think? That's a weird question.
I mean, are you dating like a dog or a cat? No, I mean, you know, you're telling me you had a dog.
Yeah, I do, but
That's
my
what
dog.
I'm interested in.
My dogs live with my mum and dad, sadly, so I rarely get to see them.
Oh,
I do actually have a mouse in my life called Giuseppe.
is
He
this a
lives
pet?
No, he's just a resident in the house.
Cool. Oh, is it a bit like Ratatouille? Is he doing the kitchen under the?
He
doing
likes
the
to grate ginger for me and then sprinkle it over the kitchen floor.
Oh,
Yeah.
and you all right with this?
Yeah.
There's no one trying to catch this thing?
We've tried many of times, but it doesn't work. It doesn't seem to work.
How are things at home for you? I heard you had some toilet problems.
Oh yeah, so we currently don't have a shower, a bath or toilets, and we haven't had one for like a week.
Well, yeah, that's why there's a little bit of distance. Why? What is going on?
Our landlords basically don't live in London, people, because our ceiling caved in because
With
there was a
someone
leak.
on the toilet.
Nearly.
Do you think it's possible that the mouse bit through something?
Maybe it's Giuseppe. Maybe he wants his house back. Yeah, the toilet kind of caved in, and they're fixing it, but for some reason it's taking them like a week to fix.
So what do you do about going to the toilet? I mean, I don't want to get too personal, but
Well, you've got to get creative.
you literally haven't got a toilet in your house?
No. That's what sinks are for.
Oh no,
No, I'm joking.
you're not though, are you?
Right now.
So let me tell you that the life of a superstar jet setting drum and bass DJ is still a life that leaves you living in squalor without literally having a pot to piss in, but not an actual toilet, and having to shower at a friend's house. So loads going on. What's next? What's next for Lens?
I've got a new EP coming out on Spearhead.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, what do you want to do beyond that? Or is it just a case of at the moment still there's just too much going on to think about?
Yeah, I mean, I'd really like to own a swimming pool one day.
Okay,
Maybe,
that's a curveball.
maybe a Wrangler.
I mean, you haven't even got a bath at the minute,
I
let alone a
don't have
swimming pool.
At
I'd
least
start
10
with a
pairs.
toilet.
Yeah, I mean, you got to dream big, haven't you?
A swimming pool, is that as big as you can dream?
I don't really know what's next.
Are you working on more music?
Yeah, always.
Okay, that's what we wanted
But
to
everyone knows. That's what everyone says.
Well,
Yeah, I'm
yeah.
just working on music. It'll come
Okay.
out. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned, some more music will come out. I mean, to be honest, people sort of say to me, what's your inspiration behind this tune? And after 20 years of making music, the inspiration is like, this is what I do for a job, so I just keep making more.
Yeah.
It's hard to make up
Yeah. you
more
can't keep
interesting
making up
reasons than that
stories.
sometimes.
It's true. So I'm not going to fake it, but my motto is fake it till you make it.
I thought your motto was everything happens for a reason.
That is a good motto.
That is the motto of a 20-odd-year-old and not the one of a 40-odd-year-old, when you know that everything does happen for a reason.
All right,
But
Dad.
a lot of the reason is that things are bollocks. Everything happens for a reason.
Give me a reason.
Give me a reason. Why did your toilet collapse? What's the reason?
Because now we're going to have a really nice new bathroom. We needed one anyway.
See, everything happens for a reason. That mouse bit through the floorboards. Now you're going to get a new bathroom out of
It's
it.
basically just saying I've got a positive outlook, because if something bad happens, you think, well, it's happened for a reason, so it's
Yeah,
fine.
just lied to yourself. I agree.
Yeah.
Well, on that note, Alan, Lens.
I just want to give you this to say thank you for letting me release on your label.
Oh, thanks. That's really
I
nice.
made it earlier.
You've already broken it.
Yeah. Just don't say that.
Oh, you can have this one.
Thanks.
That's really good. I spent thousands of pounds of investment on you, and you gave me this daisy chain. Thank you. Well, big up. Keep an eye out for Lens. We'll get her doing a mix on a podcast or something soon. If not, she did about like 500 mixes that are on YouTube, and you can go and check them out. Come to a show. She only plays stuff that's like 20 years old anyway,
Yeah.
other than her new stuff, which is sick.
Down, hold the thing out.